Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is a correction to the education tutorial of workers and resources from last week. I made a mistake. I want to correct that. First, sorry for putting out some wrong information first. I don't want to do that. If you ever see something that is incorrect information, please let me know. I would love to hear it, because then I can correct it. Second, the problem statement was, I said that once a citizen is 16 years or older and an education level of 1.0 or more, they will move into a dorm. That is false. They will not. The only people that can move are anyone 21 and older. They will look for the first free residential unit in walking distance of their current residence. Get that? So in here, for example, if there were any 21 plus year olds living here, thanks autosave, you can see them here when you click on 21, nobody's living here. You can also see them over here if you select the plus 21 still living with their parents. Anyone there will look for any apartment within walking range of their current residence. That is any, that is a dorm or another apartment building. It's the same thing, doesn't make a difference. But if they're 21 and above and have an education level of 1.0 or more, they could go to a dorm. They could also just go to another dorm. It doesn't make a big difference. So that was the one mistake I made. So only 21 plus year olds can move into the dorms automatically. After they move the first time, they no longer have a reason to move, so they will not move again. You can live with your parents until the mid-30s, I believe, and eventually they will escape. I don't know what the exact year is or age is, but eventually they will escape if you don't give them adequate accommodations. But that's the only way they automatically move into the dorms. They have to be in walking distance, and then it's just a normal moving mechanic that the game already has. Something else that I didn't know. Minister of Wolves, thank you very much for 1, calling me out on this, and 2, telling me this part. You can go to university once you hit an education level of 1.0 or above, which can happen around the age of 15. It may be a little earlier or maybe a little later, but once you're 15 or once you hit the education level, you can go to the university, which you can see here. There's a kid there that's just 15. And then the range of ages after that really doesn't matter. Everyone with an education level of 1.0 can go to the university. So wonderful. So I corrected. Dorms, you can only move in here as 21, and it's just a normal mechanic. Maybe a thing that I should talk about. Why are dorms important? Do you even want dorms? Well, there are 2 advantages I see in dorms over residential buildings, and these are arguable. 1, if a citizen is in a dorm, they will no longer look for work. They will only go try to get their studies done until education levels 2.0 or above. So that's good if you want to dedicate certain people to become educated. They will not work anywhere else, and they will not be part of your workforce until they are educated. If they're in a normal residential building, they don't necessarily do that. It depends on other factors. I honestly don't know what the factors are, but think that a residential citizen could go work or could go to university. A dorm citizen will only go to university. The other thing is, like I talked about before, 21 plus year olds living with their parents will look for a place to live that's in walking distance of where they are. A student graduating from a dorm or student graduating from a university that lives in a dorm will be able to go anywhere on the map, anywhere at all. Any free apartment they will take. They will probably take the one that's closer to them first, but they can automatically and magically go anywhere on the map. And that's, I think, a big advantage, because if you have one city with a lot of graduating students, dorms can help you fill out places in other cities too. However, your cities at the end of the game usually are already full and you don't have any space available. So you may have to employ other ways to do just that, to get educated people into those cities. This one is something I employ. I'm just testing this really. University halls or dorms is what I call them, are part of the city, and they're full. And there's a bus that goes to both of these bus stops, and the bus stops themselves just go back and forth, and I send students back and forth, and all of them actually go to university. And that works. However, same thing here. If this university is, or the students in these dorms graduate, they may go to anywhere in the city if there's room, which there's a lot of room right now, or anywhere else in the city. So having dorms in your city works as long as you have rooms available, but at the end of the game you usually don't have that. So sometimes it's better to have universities in cities that really need educated people. Sometimes it doesn't matter. But that's my correction. Sorry for the confusion, but that's all I had. I hope you're okay with this correction, and I see you again next time. Bye.